Using cruise control inside of the Genesis GV70 and other Genesis vehicles is a very straightforward process. There's only a single type of cruise control available, and that's going to be the adaptive or smart cruise control system. So you set it at, let's say, 80. If the car in front of you starts to slow down, yours will automatically brake. They change lanes, you change lanes, it'll pick you back up to your previously set speed. So that's the only type of cruise that's available. Then using the system is done with the buttons along the left-hand side of the steering wheel here. You can toggle the cruise control system on by tapping the button this way. Conditions are not met because I'm currently parked, but as you start driving, it'll set your speed at whatever you're currently driving. You have to be going at least 30 kilometers an hour or about 20 miles an hour for the system to actively turn on. From there, you can increase or decrease 1 kilometer, 1 mile per hour at a time by pushing up and down. You can push and hold up or push and hold down in order to increase, decrease at larger increments. You can at the brake to temporarily pause your speed. You can push the button in the middle there to pause your speed, and then you push away again in order to resume your previously set speed. From there, there's also a distance indicator, and that's how close or far are you from the leading vehicle. There are 4 unique levels that are available, but think of that like a 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, for how far you are away from that leading vehicle. And the amount that you're away is going to depend on the speed that you're traveling at. But I'm personally okay level 1 most of the time. You might want to be on level 2, 3, or 4, just depending on your own personal comfort level. And then you've also got this little feller. So when you push that, watch that part of the screen there. So see that you've got either a steering wheel or there's a car with lanes on it there. So if you just do a light tap, that's going to be the lane follow assist. And then if you push and hold it, that's going to toggle the lane keep assist on or off. And the difference, the lane keep assist, if you start to veer over into another lane without signaling, as long as it recognizes the lane markings and that icon is green, it's actually going to nudge you back into your lane. Versus the lane follow assist, that steering wheel, by doing a light tap. If the vehicle recognizes the lane markings, it's going to keep you perfectly balanced in your lane. So even if your hands are off the steering wheel for a few seconds, you're rubbernecking like an idiot, it's going to keep you perfectly balanced. It is a brilliant system. There's also a speed limiter. So if you don't want to speed past a certain point, if you take that same button there to turn on the cruise control system, if you push and hold it, that is going to limit your speed at whatever you have set there. So you can technically overwrite the speed just by hitting the accelerator pedal. But if you wanted to do a speed limiter, that's where you're going to make it happen. And then inside of the infotainment system, you've got some different options that are available. So if you go into your setup, vehicle, and then you've got your driving assistance with driving convenience. So driving convenience, you've got your cruise control, so smart cruise. You could have it adapt based off of your driving style. So that's how fast or slow you are away from the leading vehicle, how fast or slow it accelerates, etc. That's not standard across the Genesis lineup, but it's a pretty neat feature. But you've got a distance indicator here. So it's how close or far are you from that leading vehicle. So 4 unique levels, which you can also adjust using the button right there. But you can also say how fast or slow the vehicle is going to accelerate. So if it's slowed you down, how fast is it going to pick you back up to your previously set speed? You might want it to accelerate faster, slower, etc. And then what's its reaction speed? So if there's somebody in front of you that starts slowing down, does it slow down very quickly or does it slow down fairly slowly? You can always hit the brake at any point in time and then just resume your speed if you'd like to. And then with acceleration, if it's not speeding up fast enough, you can just hit the accelerator pedal to speed up faster yourself too. But you can really customize that to make it your own if you'd like. And the other important one here is going to be the highway lane change assist. Where that one comes into play, when you're highway driving, you're going to notice an icon pop up on the outside here when you're using the smart cruise control system. And it's going to have some arrows pointing next to it. So what that means is that if the vehicle recognizes lane markings with the adaptive cruise system on, you can hit the turn stalk to go left or right. And what it'll do is check to see if there's anybody in the blind spot and then automatically change lanes for you. It is a really, really cool system. But let's go through a little test drive right now, and I'll show you how the cruise control system works. I love that there's so much technology inside of the Genesis lineup. The blind spot view monitor is excellent. I love the head-up displays inside of the car too. And here we go. All right, so when I toggle the speed on, it sets me at my current speed. Increase or decrease 1 kilometer, 1 mile per hour at a time, or push and hold up in order to increase at larger increments. There's the distance indicator with 4 unique levels. So again, how close or far am I from the leading vehicle? If there was a car in front of me, so I'm coming up to a light here, won't be able to stop in time, but if I was coming up to a red light and there was nobody in front of me, I would have to brake myself. So it doesn't have red light recognition from that perspective. But my steering wheel icon is green there, which means that it recognizes the lane markings. So again, not self-driving, but if you lose focus for a brief second, it's going to keep you perfectly balanced in your lane. I believe it's good for up to 30 seconds before you get a message inside of the cluster screen telling you that steering is required. So you've got to put your hands back on the wheel. Again, using the system is easy. So you can toggle the system on off this way, increase, decrease, 1 kilometer, 1 mile per hour at a time, push and hold down, push and hold up to increase, decrease, add larger increments if you want to. And then you've also got your distance indicator. So it's how close or far are you from the leading vehicle. You said I'm personally okay with a level 1 most of the time. You might want to be on 2, 3, or 4, just depending on your own personal comfort level. But it takes you down to a complete stop, and it has some limited stop and go capabilities. So if you're on highway driving, what's going to happen is it'll bring you to a stop, and after a few seconds if traffic moves, you'll move. If it's more than a few seconds, watch this, hold on. There we go. It can automatically start you up again. So brilliant system from that perspective. You can pause the speed at any point in time that way, push in the middle again in order to resume your previously set speed. And then I mentioned your steering wheel button there. So just a light tap to get to just your lane change or your lane follow assist versus push and hold for the lane keep assist instead. If you want full walkthrough on the steering wheel buttons, the cluster, or the infotainment system, you'll find full walkthroughs down in the description of this video. But that's how you use the cruise control system inside of the Genesis GV70 and other Genesis cars.